Hello, hello.
Hi.
Welcome. And hi, Alaska.
Yes,
Sweet girl.
she's in her spot. It's rainy here today, so all my kids are inside. Snoozing, of course. Of course.
Snoozing. And somehow you're not in your full screen. You got there.
Oh, is my camera out funky again?
There. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's good.
yeah. I was still trying to do the streaming. Okay, there.
Okay. Oh, and there you are. You're streaming. Okay, so we're streaming for both from both channels. Okay, gotcha. Um, and so, as you all know, today is Furday Monday.
Birthday money.
Furday Monday, otherwise known as Fun Day Monday, but you know, I'm a dork, so I named it Furday Monday.
Yeah. However it works is fine. Look at
That is so cute.
my gay little cup.
Oh my god, I love
Very big.
mugs. I love crazy mugs. That's so cute.
Mhm.
And Merry Christmas, you. Uh, what do you call it?
Yeah. Yeah, I'm getting started. It's
The
Christmas.
animal.
I know.
You
Yeah, you fit the animal. I know it's only what the fourth, but still, it comes and goes so quick. So
Oh yeah, no, you need to milk it. I should be wearing my little Christmas hat right now.
oh yeah, and I meant to get my new elf deck out, but I forgot it. Oh darn! But anyway,
Oh yeah, our Christmas decks.
I have my other two Christmas decks, but I got a new little elf deck, and I forgot to
Oh,
bring.
how cute. Oh, fun. Well, next week I'll get all the Christmas decks out for sure. And I'll wear my hat. I'll start wearing my hat next week.
Your hat. Well, you got a hat today, but it's not very Christmassy.
No, it's not very Christmassy. This is just called I didn't feel like doing anything with my hair.
I wanted to wear my hat because my hair is a funk, but I couldn't find my hat, and I was late, running late anyway, so I'm just looking rough.
No, you look gorgeous.
Uh,
You filthy animal. No.
Teresa says she starts her Christmas on November 4th. So I'm a little late.
Okay.
You got it, Teresa. I know. Can't celebrate too much or have fun, Any
Okay.
reason to have fun? Well, I did kind of start, I've been putting up lights and all that stuff. So I have been doing that. And I've started wrapping presents because I got to get some stuff ready to ship.
I wrapped well, yesterday we had that beautiful snow, and when I say beautiful, it was just that soft, peaceful snowing all day, and had
Love
the
that.
fire going, and I wrapped presents, and
Yep.
it was very
Yep.
holiday.
Yeah, the snow is so conducive to doing like stuff like that. Like
Mhm.
I like to
Mhm.
decorate or wrap, I got
Mhm.
stuff to send to California, so I got to get that wrapped and boxed and in the mail here in a little bit. So I got to go back to wrapping as soon as we're done today.
There you go. Yeah, in fact, I do too. I need to
Yeah,
continue on my holiday wrapping.
wrapping all of it. So
Yeah.
yeah. Plus I'm all
Anyways,
yeah. Go ahead.
no, I was just tell us about your cute shirt you got going on here.
Oh, just like this, it's like Santa's been working out and he's had a hard time, and he likes to keep his shirt open to the nip areas.
Oh my
So
god.
stupid. I love it though. It's
I
great.
love it. Yeah, that's so cute. Very fun. And thank you for bringing joy to all of us, Mark. Yeah. Yeah. All right. So here we go. We do have some questions coming in, and so we'll get started on that. There was a question that came in on my other show, and it was something, and maybe some of the family knows about this, but it was some kind of dog flu or going on.
I
A
didn't hear
dog,
about
a new dog disease of some sort. Has anybody heard about that? Because I thought we would address it today on this channel, and so
I hadn't heard about it.
on this show. But has anybody heard about the dog illness, the new dog flu, or?
Then it hits the dogs, poor little doggies.
Um, uh,
Yeah, MLR says yes, multiple states have an outbreak of dog flu.
okay, so it is a dog flu going on in 2023. It looks like signs of the illness are cough, runny nose, fever, lethargy, eye discharge, and reduced appetite. But not all dogs will show signs of the illness. And the severity of the illness is associated with the canine flu in dogs can range. And just like humans, it can range. And so depending on where your dog's at in life and health in itself, if it moves into pneumonia, then that's when it's dangerous for
Saying
them.
that it's like COVID.
It was COVID-like, and
Dogs.
there
Yeah.
will be soon. Okay, good. And that's because the concern here is it turning into pneumonia for the dogs, and so that's just like COVID, isn't it?
Well, I guess that's what Sterling said. I just saw that it was like right.
I missed some.
My dogs don't interact.
Okay, Tracy said yes, related to COVID, deadly for many dogs. Okay, so let's take a look at that. I wanted to take a look at that. Talk to Pan if we can to see what we're looking at here and how we can best keep our babies safe from this. Sound good, Mark?
Mm-hmm.
Is that something Pan would
talk
to us about?
I'm hearing it's more prevalent, like in feral or dogs that are running free and don't have a home. That's kind of more hitting there first. It's probably not a great time to, kind of like when we were going through COVID, I'm hearing, to go to like a dog park with tons of dogs and stuff is probably not the best.
That's exactly what M. just said, and I put it up on the screen.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Look at there. Probably not the best time to do that. There's not too much to do for it. As far as right now, I don't see like that there's a medicine or something. It feels a lot like the way we were with COVID. Like there's not, you have to kind of just go through it and live or die sort of a thing. But even like I keep seeing people say they're looking, I guess, or Sterling was saying there's a vaccine coming, and that's all well and good, but it's hard to vaccinate feral dogs that are running, that have been dumped and all that kind of stuff. Because, there's quite a bit of like pack dogs that, right? And it would be hard to vaccinate them. So, it's good for your pets to do that if you can get a vaccination.
Yeah, so it looks like they are working on that vaccination. I do feel like it's really I don't know why I get 23%, so I'm not quite sure where that's coming in. And I was asking my team, like, what does this mean, 23%?
It's going to take out some dogs, though.
Yeah, but I think we're looking, 23%.
Yeah, maybe that's what you're hearing, because I do hear it's going to decrease like dog population.
Yeah. Unfortunately.
COVID decreased human population. So it's sort of like that, I do feel that. It's like, and Debbie, too, there's been like a lot of leaving. I don't know. I've just really been feeling that, like animals and people, like leaving
leaving the planet. Yeah.
And this is sort of related to that a little bit, I feel like. I haven't really heard about it here in this state. I get, other than just being careful and not really putting your dogs in contact with a lot of other like dogs. There's not too much to do about it right now. What do you think?
And that's what I'm sensing here too. And what the advice is coming in very similar to when we were wearing masks and not going out and being on lockdown. So kind of a lockdown for the doggies, for the
Yeah,
pet.
yeah, I think so too. Yeah, I know. Ooh, it's yeah. I don't know. I do relate it to COVID because it's like that. It kind of comes up and it's like a new sort of a thing that some won't make it through, especially if you're out on your own. You know what I mean? Like if you're not home with the family, you have a harder time.
Okay, ML says Kentucky has both strains according to the outbreak map.
Thank you,
Outbreak
Melo.
map.
Yeah,
Thank you.
it's good to
Okay.
know. My dogs stay in my yard, which I hope keeps them good. Although Buttercup's been digging out lately, but I usually keep them here. I don't really.
Buttercup, you need to stay in home. Stay
I know.
home.
It's been a little bit of a pill.
Okay. All right. So, all right, family, put this on your prayer list.
Yep.
Okay.
It kind of goes through. I feel like too. It kind of goes through and goes out or something. I'm not sure it's just going to linger for like a long period of time. It seems like it kind of sweeps in and out, kind of a thing. But I don't know. What do I know?
Yeah, I don't see it like a,
Just hanging around forever.
5-year-old ordeal like we went through, but
Oh,
yeah.
yeah. Okay.
Teresa said, Buttercup, no going out, sniffing other doggies' potty. Stay home, baby.
I know.
Yeah.
She tries to. She went out and she was all back in like she hadn't gone out. And I had just run down to my sister's, but of course there's the gigantic hole dug under the fence, which was so obvious. She's all like, "What? What's wrong?" I know you little pants. And then she tries to get back under before I get back. I'm like, "No,
Right. So
I didn't do nothing." Yeah.
I didn't do anything.
No, she knows I don't want her to do that because I've already had the talk with her. But anyway.
All right. Okay. Melody, hello. Thank you all for baby readers and lovers. Yes. My dog, Angie, benefited from your answer about her not wanting to get into the car. I found a different way to lift her up and ordered a ramp.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah, I remember. Remember, she was resisting all of a sudden. I get things and it's like her little hips or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, I'm glad, sweetie. That's always nice to hear.
Thank you, Melody. That is very kind to share that.
Yep.
Okay. Kimberly. Hi, Kimberly. Why has Fiona Rose started barking inside over the last few months when she was raised to whisper in the house? Why all of a sudden has she started barking?
Fiona Rose.
Fiona, I love that name, by the way. Fiona Rose.
Fiona Rose. And this is a little doggy. And little Fiona decided to bark all of a sudden.
The only sense I'm getting here, Kimberly, with her, she hears her name. Oh, hi, Fiona Rose. You're so beautiful. I love you. I know, Fiona Rose, that you love it. You love your voice. You love hearing yourself. I know that you do. But in the house, we're whispering, right? We're whispering. She's so beautiful. She somehow just felt good about it at one point, and then it just continued. And so, and that's what I mean, the sense I'm getting from her, she's just like, oh, I like this, even though she knows that she's not supposed to. But she's like, oh, I like this. It feels good. And so maybe offering those opportunities where she can bark during a certain time or at a certain place, because it feels good. And so, but yes, she knows. So just take her back into Fiona. You just go back into the whisper in the house, and then and your mama's going to find a place where you can bark and talk, because you do have a beautiful voice.
Yeah, I feel like I know this might sound a little out there, but I feel like it was kind of stimulated by what's going on in the world right now. That
Oh, interesting.
energy of speak your truth, be yourself, express who you are. And it's sort of like stimulated her as well. I've noticed a little bit with Alaska, who never barks. And all of a sudden, the past few weeks, she likes to go out on the back porch at night late and bark. And she has never her whole life barked, ever. And now all of a sudden it's a thing. And she just does it for a little while and then she comes in. So, I've already been thinking about that a little bit, but I kept trying to think, is it something else? But I keep getting
No,
that.
I agree. I 100% am resonating with that.
So
That feeling, there was something to it. There was just like, and I heard like the me too. You know what I mean? Like having your voice.
yep. And
And I'm
like,
like, oh, that's interesting, but I didn't know where to take it. So
yeah.
I'm glad you did it. Yeah.
And I pulled a card here because I also got like heralding it. Like, this is going to sound funny, of course, but everything I say usually does. But that thing, ding dong, the witch is dead, kind of like sounding that out or heralding it out.
Yeah.
I get this Knight of Swords again coming forward with the truth, kind of, making it, bringing it out. So,
I bark, therefore I am.
yeah, very interesting, I think. But I'm trying
Yeah.
to, can she? So she doesn't really think of it as, it's a different thing. She's expressing this energy that she's feeling. It's not really like an alarm or anything like that, I don't think.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
It's almost, it just comes out almost, allowing.
Yeah. So I truly feel like what we're getting, even though it sounds weird, Kimberly, is what's happening.
Yeah, I know. I think that too.
So find her a place where, in a time when it's okay for her to just kind of express, um, offered that opportunities to move that energy like that.
She's going to be a little resistant to going back to being a whispering dog, a little bit. Not always, but it's almost like when this feeling comes over her, she feels like she needs to express it. So she's a little hesitant to take that suggestion.
Yeah, she's like,
of be quiet all the time. So, she's going to try to make everybody happy, but there's an occasionally I feel like she needs to express that out.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. Find time,
Yeah.
find a spot or whatever, and bark with her.
Yeah, or something
However
like
you want to do it to show her this is the time we can express. But yeah, there's something that they're moving energy as well. Like when we speak out, we move energy. So if we speak out for someone who does not have a voice to speak out for themselves, we are moving that energy and creating an expansion here. We're creating a shift. Our fur babies are doing the same thing.
Right.
So they understand this, and Alaska's doing it. She goes out at night because obviously during the day that would be weird probably for her. So she goes out at night and does it. So
plus I can feel it. I feel as this energy anchors into the earth, it comes up through their feet or something, and they feel it like there's a change happening,
Mhm.
and
Mhm.
it's grounding in, and it's almost like, oh, like announcing it or something.
Yeah. Needing
But
the
Tuda says her 4 dogs have been barking
big,
more. Mm,
oh, there you go.
yeah.
And that would make sense to Todd because of who you are, and they assist you in all your energy work. So
Yeah,
that
and she
makes sense
uses
to
her
them.
voice
Hmm.
quite a bit to move energy and to make a difference with her voice. Tuda
Hmm.
uses that, and so I imagine her dogs go, "Let's do it too."
Kimberly says, "Power to the pups."
No, I love it.
Yeah. Well, a lot of neighborhood dogs are talking more to, yeah. Hmm. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I like this. Teresa says, maybe tell her, let's sing for a few minutes and then we'll whisper again. You know what I mean? Set it up, offer her that because she doesn't want to disappoint you. It's just that they just can't, they need to release. So helping her find those times that she can release.
Yep. And I noticed my cat's going through different changes as well. Like, I have 3 that pretty much could care less about me. No, I'm just teasing, but they're not like big.
Yeah, right. They're not.
My one cat, Meriwether, likes to sit in my lap and all that. But now all of a sudden, the other 3 are just constantly right with me, like
Mhm.
all the time. So bedtime, here we all are together. The cats, which they don't usually do that, but it's a different. They're being
Mhm.
moved to express differently.
Mhm.
Very interesting.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pumpkin, who I've had forever and ever and ever, all of a sudden this week she wants to sleep on the pillow right beside my head, which for me to touch her used to be just the worst thing in the world. But I laid all cuddly up and petted her, and she's like, "Oh, this is lovely." And I love her, and I've had her forever, but she's the one that hid under the shed for like months when we first moved here. But they're all going through like a weird thing. Yeah,
Jamie says my cats are doing the same. Yeah.
I am noticing it, and I have been for a while going, Anyway.
Oh, and since we're on our cats, I have to show you this picture, you guys, of Luna. She loves, when you order something and it comes and it has like a foam thing in it.
Yeah.
We'll put it down and it literally could be this big and she lays on it like it's like,
I know.
you got this for me and I love it.
I know.
So
yeah.
we got something big. So this is hilarious. So we usually have one little thing hanging out. She just thinks it's the bomb. You know what I mean? So we got this big thing, and so it has this big, huge box, and disregard all the ornaments and wrapping paper on the table behind here. However, take a look at this, you guys. It's hilarious. She
There she sits on it.
She loves this.
I know. It's like
she has been keeping it up nice. Like every time she goes to claw on it, she's like, "Oh no, this is mine." Like she is total queen. And
I know that you're like, well, maybe I could move this out of the living room now. Like, oh no.
Oh no way.
No, like I can never get any of my stuff because no, this is wonderful and I love it and possess it now. Whatever.
Isn't that hilarious? Yeah. So funny. Look, did you see her sitting there like,
I know.
this is mine? No, Tuta, the table hasn't arrived yet. We're having a table, Shannon, Equester Day, sequester, I don't know how you call it, commissioned, oh, look how cute that is.
That's for Gina because she's saying you need a Christmas earring. This is a Christmas earring.
That is cute. Yeah. Christmas earring. A Amish table. So the Amish are building us a huge round table for our dining.
Oh, now I know that costs a pretty penny.
I was out of the loop on that one, so I don't know, but I
make beautiful stuff, but it ain't cheap usually.
Right. No, I don't think
it's
it
really
is.
beautifully made and everything. It always looks gorgeous.
Yeah. So that's not here yet. I think in the new year it will finally arrive. It's been for a while. Anyway, okay. So let's move on.
Cats are so weird about how they have to get on whatever you bring in the house. they just immediately think it's for them. It's like,
Don't,
oh,
yeah.
look at this big, large thing you brought in for me. Well, no, I didn't. I was trying to, I was wrapping a couple little presents before we started. And I have my table set up with my paper. And I'm also pricing stuff for and doing different things.
Mm-hmm.
So Halo, my boy cat who never comes in. Well, he's been just stuck inside for days because they're all being weird. And he wants to lay right on that on my work table with me, which usually he avoids me so I try to clear off a big spot of it. Now you can lay it because he insists I must be on here while you're working. So there you go. But no, he goes, well, there's all that space, but I like right here where you have your stuff. And so then he just goes there and pushes all that on the floor. And I'm going, could I accomplish something without bratty children thinking it's all about them, whatever.
Oh, yeah.
It's all about them. And like, well,
Yeah.
we don't care. And I was crystallizing like I'm stoning something. Just pushed all those stones, spilled them all. Okay, little cat, you're so lucky that I am a sucker when it comes to animals.
I know. I get all set up and I have this system going, and I can watch a Christmas movie and be doing my Christmas cards and stuff like that. I know.
Yeah, because
Luna will come. She'll lay out right on top of all the Christmas card stuff
or the wrapping paper. I'm trying to get it.
The wrapping paper.
Lay on the wrapping while you're cutting it. Could you?
Yeah, right on the wrapping paper. Yeah.
They think they're helping. No, you're not. You're not really helping.
Not helping.
And I might have to kill you. No, anyway. Okay.
Oh my gosh.
Wow.
Too funny. Love these babies. Love these babies.
Bratty children. Yeah.
All right, Sharon. Does Ian enjoy interacting with other dogs?
Ian, what a cute little name.
I love that name. Yeah. Ian and Fiona. I can't even remember the names today.
All the names are always so cute.
Uh-huh.
Ian.
Well, Ian prefers human, than other dogs, but he kind of thinks they're weird. It's what I'm sensing, almost like, what are you like? What are you like? Yeah, he kind of like this to the dog. I don't have a word for it, but he'll interact. He'll play if you take him to the park or whatever. Although you're not doing that now, I know. But when you do, I mean, I think he'll be fine. It's just like it reminds me of someone who has grown up in the library and studying, and then they go out to be with people playing on a playground, and they're like, oh, well, this is interesting, like that type of feel to him. But but yeah, not that he doesn't like other dogs. It's just he prefers to be human.
Yeah, no, I don't think it's not his favorite. It's funny because that's the first thing I was like, not so much. I don't,
He says yes, he does. Yeah.
I don't really get it, sort of a thing. He'd rather just be alone.
Right. Yeah.
Although I do kind of hear he has a dog that he likes. Okay, I don't know. Does he another dog somebody else in the family have a dog or something? But I feel like he has he doesn't mind a dog, but he doesn't really like a group so much. Like the whole. They're not, it's not really his thing. He's more into you, really. Although he feels like he knows another dog. That's not so bad. But, well, that's just not his thing this lifetime, I don't think. He kind of don't get it. Their energy is too rambunctious or something for him.
Just like,
like it that way. He'll do what you want him to do, but that's not his favorite thing, I don't think. Oh, neighbors have a dog. He appears scared. Yeah, I don't really like it. Oh, maybe the neighbor's dog's the one he's talking about. So he might know that one over the fence or something. Because he talks about a dog that he interacts with. And I feel like, and that's enough. Thank you.
He appears scared with the neighbors. Yeah, it's like he just doesn't quite understand. Like it's almost like his vibration level is higher than the normal animalistic
He really
level,
relates.
and so it's almost like if you put your energy into a dog, and you were around other dogs. It's kind of like, well, what is this? Like, what? Okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah. He feels more like a people than a dog.
Yeah, exactly.
He relates more to people than to other dogs. Yeah.
Yeah.
They seem to have all this stuff on their mind that he don't really care about or whatever. It's like, so he's happy. I mean, don't worry about it. Like,
don't worry about him. Yeah, he's happy.
Like to be in, no, they don't all. And he's one that's going, yeah, not so much. But I do think he acts with that neighbor dog or something. They do it over the fence or something. Because he did want to say, well, I know one dog, but that's about enough for me. And that one even sort of irritating. But it acknowledges him or something.
Yeah, and it's very, very similar to when you have someone on the spectrum. Like it's like he's on the spectrum, autism spectrum, and he's just really, really hyper intelligent, or has a whole nother level of relatability to his world. Yeah.
He has a people name too, Ian. He goes,
Ian. I mean, please, yeah. I mean,
that little people energy. He has a long, strong.
Yeah, yeah. So, what a blessing he is to you. I love it. All right. Okay.
Thank you, Sharon.
Yes. Kathy, hello. My mare Quinn is a 6-year-old quarter horse. Recently, she's very naughty and tries to be bossy and kick out. She was lame all summer on Legend and seems to now be feeling better. Can you help?
So you mean like when you're trying to walk her or do stuff with or ride her, then she wants to just kick her back legs and be like a wild kicker and jumper and knock you off of her and stuff? Is that what she's doing? I mean, when she's acting out is when you're trying to work with her. Hi, Kathy. Thanks for saying hi.
Kathy Gladden says yes.
Quinn. Some of it is the age she's at, I feel like. I don't know a ton about horses.
Okay, I'm just going to go with the flow here, and as it comes in, Kathy, I feel like she's not happy about something. I feel that it's almost like, and my team is really working hard to try to bring symbols in for me to help me understand, Kathy, what's going on with Quinn. But it's almost like my stomach still hurts, and I can't, what is this? And so it's not that her stomach hurts, but there's something that still is not right. And the only way that she can kind of show you that something's still not right is to act up. And so I don't know if, getting an x-ray or having somebody fill it out, but there's something that's still not right. And she's acting out. She's, and it's making her grumpy. That chronic feel of grumpy.
Is there somebody new? Like, are you working somebody new in with her, or has there been an addition to the barn? Or I feel like a new person's energy or something, not yours. It feels like someone else is irritating her.
Okay.
So I'm wondering if there's this, has she been introduced to like a new trainer, or you do something? There's some new thing she don't like. It's not you though. I don't get. It feels like it's directed at somebody else, and it's about the routine. There's some change. Maybe there's some change in the workout routine.
New dog is around, but not allowed to be with her.
Oh, okay. New dog is around. There's some new thing about the routine, or like you're asking her to do more, or we're like at a new level or something. Because she was going along fine, I feel like you might disagree. And now all of a sudden she's going, wait, this isn't working for me. But I don't, she's trying to get you to know, but I don't think it's really related to you in particular. She wants you to know because she feels like you are like her person or whatever. So she's trying to get it across to you. But I bet she's still sore too. Very light work, lunge.
I can see that very light work. Yeah. Yeah.
Are you the only one working her, Kathy? Or is there somebody else in the family or something that also does
it? And with that, Kathy, too, as you're answering that, I feel like what she just if you just let her know that she's still hurting, and that you're working with her to help her feel better. Yes, just me, she says. So I want you, just to kind of let her know that she's hurting. Like, see me, I'm still hurting. And it's like they keep showing me this scene of this kid saying, my stomach still hurts. Why, you know what I mean? Like that. So just let her know that she's still hurting, and what you're doing with her is going to make her feel better. And so she knows that you're on the same page as her, and that you know that she is still hurting. Because I think that's part of it too. It's like, why does she keep making me do this? I'm still hurting. It's very frustrating to her. She doesn't like this at all. It'd be like someone who is so used to being an outdoors person and hiking every day and skiing and doing all these outdoor things, and all of a sudden they can't do it. They get grumpy because of the chronic pain. It's very similar to that. So talk to her like you would be talking to a human that is going through the same thing, but talk to her. And also let her know in regard to this new dog that's around, that's not around her, she still senses him. That don't worry, they're not going to come and trip you up or anything like that. I mean, Mark, if that, do you feel like it's the dog that could be disrupting the energy there as well?
Yeah. No, she won't let me off the hook about. First of all, she loves you, so she gives me the lover's card, and there's this relationship between the two of you, right? You and the horse, and it's she's trying to live up to that expectation. There's that guiding energy between you. Now I realize that's true, that she may need, she does need to rest her leg. Of course, every time she kicks out, then that makes it sore, right? So that's why her legs are sore, is because she's acting out.
Don't hurt.
And kicking her back legs. What is this card trying to tell me? So we're going along fine. We like it all. I still get there's some slight thing that's new that you've been asking her to do, and she's not quite, she can't quite figure it out, or she doesn't want to. But her goal though is to be, your buddy, and that we have this nice lover relationship. But something she don't like. I just wish you'd be a little more clear to me about what it is. It feels routine oriented to me. I'm sorry I can't be more specific. Um, does she like that new dog and she want it around? Something new has happened.
Yeah,
She's not into it, and so she's been trying to get it across to you, and so she's been pretty dramatic about it. So I don't know. I wish I could be more clear, sweetie. That doesn't seem very helpful. Okay.
Well, no, but Kathy, this is a shared experience. So think about it. Think about anything new that could be changed, whether it's in her stall or routine or whatever it is, and kind of assess that. Because if that keeps coming in from Mark, that's something to focus on. Okay.
I kind of go, I don't want to look at that anymore. They're going, well, too bad.
So blessings to you, Kathy and Quinn. Yeah, Quinn. Okay.
Did another dog recently leave? Okay.
Shifted.
I'm going to move on. Okay.
Okay. All right, Janie. Janie.
Hi, Janie.
Hi, Janie. Can you look into my friend Debbie's cats and colonies?
Colonies.
Cats and colonies. Sorry, colonies in Alabama. Two cats died in the same weekend, and one cat, Digi, passed in her home. Is there an illness or virus happening? What's happening here in the colonies in Alabama where cats are?
I've been trying to get her to work in front of the other horse. Oh, you know what? That's what it is, Kathy.
Okay, back to Kathy. I'm trying to get her to work in front of another horse versus putting him in a stall. Yes, a dog leave recently also.
I was saying, what is this card telling me? It was the Hermit, and that's what it's telling me.
Yes.
She likes to be in front of everybody else. She wants to be by herself still. So maybe that's just pushed it a little too far for her. Because I kept going, what do you mean by this hermit? What's the hermit thing? But when I read that, I go, that's what the hermit thing. Because it's about, I do better by myself than in front of, that go just, and then it was like the hermit and then the lovers. So us working together alone was a little better. She's kind of resisting that. Maybe that's what it is, sweetie. Okay.
And also let her know that because with that dog passing, let her know that just because she's injured, she's not going anywhere.
Right.
So, yeah. And I'm sorry for your loss on your dog. Mm-hmm. All right. Well, I'm glad we kind of kept at it because
because
that's important.
Wasn't going to let go of it yet, so that was great though. Okay.
All right, Janie, back to you and these cats in Alabama and okay. I don't know, Mark, if they're just taking me to the theme of the exit points.
Yep.
And how we're having a kind of a large exodus within our fur family and our family.
Yeah.
And that's kind of part of it. I'm not linking. I'm not getting a link to a virus of sorts, like the dog flu or anything like that. I mean, they might be dying of viruses or whatever, but I'm not getting linked to a specific thing that's coming through and taking them all out. I just feel it's time.
Yeah, it seemed like, I don't really believe in coincidence, but it was sort of coincidental that they passed so closely together, kind of. I feel like they were on each were on their own paths. I don't feel like they died for the same reasons, like we all died from cat flu or something. No. Sometimes things do go through there, though. I do see, like, occasionally a virus, or I don't even know if virus is the right word, but like snotty nose or respiratory or something does kind of go through like colonies, but I'm
And
not sure if
mhm.
these were exact was related to that. This just seems like it was their time to go.
And I'm also sensing that they didn't want to be here without each other.
Yeah.
Like we're going together or whatever type of thing. Um,
Yeah, especially those two feel like that. But I agree with Debbie. It does have to do with, I know, and it seems like, well, you guys are saying that a lot, but it does have to do with if the energies are getting too strong and too, you don't feel like doing it, you can choose to go. If it just seems to be too much,
mhm,
and, I feel like it is related to that somewhat, especially like big groups of
mhm.
like animals together. And when you say colonies, I feel like, feral groups that live together and stuff like that. And some of them are leaving.
Yeah.
I'm not really getting like, we need to go give everybody a vaccination. I don't really feel like
Yeah,
that.
I'm not feeling that connection either. Yeah. Well, blessings to your friend Debbie. I know that's so hard, and
Yeah.
especially losing at the same time. And I'm just wrapping up with some love right now. Yeah. All right. Thank you, Janie, for that. All right, Rhonda. And we do ask if you put a question in that you stay till the end. Thank you. Because we're not going to sit here and ask if you're here, but we would like you to check in when we call you, just so this is a shared experience. All right. Rhonda, Sophia Black Lab, alive. Thank you. She's very specific. Thank you, Rhonda. You know how to do that. Black Lab, alive, 5 years old. Can you please tell me what I can do for her to make rides in the car better? Okay, so she's having a hard time in the car.
Right.
Sophia.
Hey, Sophia.
Aw, sweet girl.
What do you think about car rides? It's not her favorite.
Maybe because the ground's shaking. It's like the ground is shaking. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
she feels off balance.
And some kind of naturally take to it and some don't. She don't really.
She doesn't like the off balance feel.
Yeah. Um, it's not that wild about the noise either. It's kind of like noisy. It seems very foreign to her. So I would say she's not a little soul that was a big car rider in other lives or anything. This seems like a whole new thing for her. This is not that wild about it. Yeah, I don't like the unsteadiness. She don't like that. She feels like she can't get steady, or you know, she wants to. Does she try to stand up instead of just sit down? I feel like that a little bit. She won't just sit, and so then she's kind of always losing balance.
Yeah. So the only suggestion I have, and I don't see that Rhonda is still here, but the only suggestion that they're showing me is a solid a solid unit that she would climb in and you'd be able to close it. What is that called? Like a kennel thing?
Yeah.
A hard case kennel thing where she could climb in, you could close it and it'd be covered. Like where she'd feel kind of caved in and then have that solid piece underneath her and she wouldn't be able to stand up and do all this stuff that would throw her off balance. That's all I'm being shown for as far as help, but maybe others have suggestions, but
The
that's what
only
I'm.
other thing I'm seeing is like if she has a blanket or something, you might
Mm-hmm.
put that in the back seat, which might encourage her to lay down on it. Because if she laid down, she'd feel a lot more. And you might, of course, you're not here, but I feel like that might encourage her just to lay and think of this as a more of a relaxing time than we're up and about all the time. Because she can't get.
She can't get it. Yeah.
Yeah, and it feels unsettled. So a blanket might encourage her, other than like what Debbie's saying. I agree, but it's going to take a little bit of time because she don't really like it that much.
Yeah.
She's not going to be one that just like maybe. I don't want to ever say never. She's not going to be a super car loving dog. I don't think. And I've had both kinds. Those that really like to go and those that say, no, thank you. I don't want to go.
Okay. Yeah, Sharon, hard carrier.
Yeah.
All right. Well, blessings to you, Rhonda, if you come back and hear this.
Oh, look at a car divider. That's kind of like what you're talking about, I think.
Something that helps them feel.
Yeah.
All right. So I know that Liz and Aw said she felt like we missed her, but we did not miss you. You're still in line here. We have Anne, we have Elizabeth, we have Liz, Rebecca, Cat Mama, and On. We're not going to get to everybody today, but we are back. Mark is on Saturdays, and we are back on every Monday, so you can come back. Right.
I'll be on Thursday this week too. Thursday at 5:30, and you can bring questions.
Oh, look at you,
Allie, Heart and Soul Connected.
Look at you. All right, Anne. And again, let us know you're here, especially if I called your name. Let us know you're here because getting towards the end here, we'd prefer that you are here because this is a shared experience where we can talk back and forth. Annie Bear's here. Yeah. I don't see. Oh, Anne is here. Okay. Can I have a reading from Dog Half Pint who passed? All right. Little Half Pint.
Little Half Pint. Did you want to come tell us something?
He feels he comes in, he's a character. First of all, he's a character. That's the feeling I get when his energy, he feels like a little bit of a character. And he also, he had his ways. He had his quirky ways, like, how would I describe that? He had his certain ways that he liked things, right? So particular ways, I guess, quirky ways, particular ways, but unique to him is all. But you are familiar, Anne, with that because I feel that he's saying that you're kind of that way too. So it worked. The two of you worked really well together because you have your way of doing things too, a little bit maybe different than it's just quirky to you or unique to you, I should say, not quirky. I love quirky, by the way. I'm not using that at all in a negative way.
Yeah.
But unique to you. And he says you're like that too. So you guys were two peas in a pod, he says.
Yeah.
It was almost like, I think you even may have said it out loud but it was like you were you knew that, like it was almost like this is me in a dog form, and he would say that about you. You are him in a human form.
Has he been gone very long, Anne? I don't feel like so long, but I'm wondering because he's talking to me about what it's like on the other side. I'm trying to say, you want to say something else besides that? And he's like, no. So I'm wondering if he hasn't been there very long or something. Not a super long time. Oh, he's been gone a long time. All right. So I feel like he's still there in heaven. He wants to express his gratitude to you, like how much how grateful he was to his life with you, this humility, like his, even in his life review, he could see how lucky he was and all that kind of thing. So he wants to let you know, he realizes that his passing went fairly easy. He just kind of let go and moved over to the side. He liked it. He likes it over there. He's kind of content and satisfied on the other side. He feels good over there. And he's just been kind of hanging out over there, enjoying it.
When I saw that card too, Mark, I feel like maybe, do you have another dog, Anne?
Yeah.
He doesn't want you to be alone. He wants you to have
right. That's
all. Fur baby in your life. So
yeah, I'm trying to get a little half pint. He liked to jump. I could see that jumping up.
No, you don't have one. Doesn't have one. So that solitude coming in there, I feel like he doesn't want you. He wants you to have a fur baby.
Or did you make a decision after he passed that you weren't going to get another dog?
That would have been me.
I'm wondering about that.
It's too hard, too sad, huh? Yeah.
And that's why he's kind of still over there. But, it really depends on you and how, what your situation is. And then I know sometimes we get into a living situation where a pet's just not going to work out or, those kinds of things. But he's wondering about that. But I feel like that maybe you were like, I don't want to get another dog or situation. And so he goes, well, I'm just going to stay over here then. Like, he wouldn't really come back unless it was for you, sort of a thing, I feel like.
Oh, interesting. The Tarot Lounge is here. Hello, the Tarot Lounge.
Yeah, I don't want another dog. Okay, that's what I'm talking about. Okay.
Yeah, it's hard. I hear you. Yeah. Just sad. Yeah. I know, man.
Yeah.
He feels you. I feel like he really feels that with you. And but I do feel it's like, if you can, he doesn't want you to be alone because it's so important for you to have a fur baby in your life. Mm-hmm.
But open your mind to that, now, they can come back. I'm completely convinced of that. But they won't. It's kind of a two-way. It's a co-creative process in a way because you want them and they'll live up to your expectations. So just keep that in your mind and consider that if you want to. I don't know your situation and all that.
Yeah.
So your own discernment. But that's kind of what he's talking about. And he's up there. I don't feel like he's reincarnated or anything or moved on. He's kind of up there. But he watches you and stuff.
Well, absolutely, because that sadness also keeps him kind of there. But yeah, he's with you, Anne. That's for sure. Yeah. 2 peas in a pod. You and him.
If you were to decide to call to him, he'd be there listening and he would answer your call.
Yeah.
Right now he's staying over there on the other side. But if you called him, look, he'd go, hello. Pop over. I love that kid. Look at that little pumping thing.
Sweet.
You're welcome, Anne.
Yeah. Okay. Our family here, we love you so much. Thank you for loving our fur babies. And thank you for your continued support of each other and continued support of our channels. So if you haven't yet, please subscribe to each of our channels to make sure that you are connected in, and it does help our channels as well. So we thank you for that support. And also thank you to all those who donate and keep these channels going. So, all right, we love you. And we will see you on our Perspective channels this week. And then next Monday, we are on Mark's. Well, we'll be streaming for both, but we're on Mark's channel. Mark will be hosting.
There you go. Next Monday at 2:00 Eastern.
Eastern.
Our
Okay.
favorite time of the week when we can all get it together. And so thank you to all your little animals. I always see them. They're like gathered up in the waiting room.
Love it.
So, and we just hit as many as we can. And sometimes it's random. It's not really a lot of, you know what I mean? We just do what comes.
We do what we can.
And I think sometimes we pick questions, at random, but, I'm thinking sometimes it serves more than one person, depending on what the, question is and things like that. So
yeah. Oh, yeah. I love it. Anyways, love you guys, and we will see you all next time. Blessings to you all and to your fur babies.
Love
Love
you.
you.